ज्ञानेन आकाशकल्पेन धर्मान् यो गगनोपमान् ज्ञेया भेदेन सम्बुद्धः तं वन्दे द्विपदाम्बरम्. Shantabhava for Shantabhava. Regarding other bhavas, we had 3 or 4 lectures. I thought that we need not talk a lot regarding Shantabhava. It should be felt in between the words. That is how in Ramcharitamanas Vishwamitra says, on seeing Rama, Janaka Maharaj is wondering, even in my deep meditation, this Ram is coming to me. Tell me something about him. Vishwamitra says, yes, you are correct. And he is not explaining more than that. Shantabhava is like that. So 9 rasas we have. Among those rasas, Shantarasa is considered to be the best rasa by a very great philosopher, Abhinavagupta, and Anandavardhana, a matchless literary critic of India, whose literary criticism is named as Dhvanyaloka. In Dhvanyaloka, both are Kashmiris, this Abhinavagupta and Anandavardhana. Anandavardhana says Shantarasa is the greatest rasa. It is greatest because it is the base, he says. White color is the base of all other colors. In the same way, Shantarasa is the base of all other rasas. That which is the base is pervasive too. It is not that it is only at the bottom. Shantarasa pervades throughout all rasas. Anandavardhana observes. And wherever, in whichever rasa, you feel joy. In Shringara rasa, you get a kind of joy. And in Karunya rasa, you get a kind of joy. In Hasya rasa, you get a kind of joy. And that joy element of that rasa is nothing but Shantarasa. Yeah, this is what he says. So, in this way, Shantarasa is pervasive, all pervasive in various rasas. And it is Shantarasa which takes the shape of Shringara rasa, Virya rasa, Karunya rasa, so on and so. Even in Bibhatsa rasa, you have that Shantarasa behind it. If you remove Shantarasa from any rasa, then that rasa is not at all a rasa. For all these reasons, Shantarasa is considered to be the best rasa by these great literary critics. Now let us come to bhava. 5 bhavas. In 5 bhavas also we have a bhava called Shantabhava. Shantabhava and Shantarasa are one and the same. Okay. That is why I talked a lot now about Shantarasa. Both Anandavardhana and Abhinavagupta, they consider that kavya is an ideal kavya which can elevate the readers to Shantarasa from other rasas. You may talk on several rasas in the kavya. Kavya may have several rasas. Those rasas have to take us to Shantarasa gradually. Gradually, they have to take us to Shantarasa. If that skill, that element is there in that kavya, then that kavya is an ideal kavya to them. First of all, to give kavya lakshana, There are many persons who are giving Kavya Lakshana in Samskrita Sahityam. Kavya means it should have Nadi Varnanam, Giri Varnanam. Kavya should have Prakriti Varnanam. Karya should have Nagara Varnanam. In these ways, various critics have described what is a Kavya. These are not sufficient. These may be the features of Kavya, but these are not Lakshanas of Kavya. These are not defining a Kavya, no. Even a Purana can have all these things. Nadi Varnanam, Prakriti Varnanam, even Rigveda has this. Even the Vedas may have all these things. By this, a book is not called as Kavya. Kavya has some other thing. Bahirantas Purad Rasaha, Anandavardhana says. A Kavya should have a rasa throughout. Kavi should have a single focus of a single rasa. He should take one rasa for which all other rasas should get attuned. That rasa should be there from the beginning to end. This is what is called as a kavya. If this quality is there in in a book, it is called as kavya. Anyhow, coming back, Shantarasa, that kavya is the best kavya which takes through all rasas us to Shantarasa. You take for example, Sita and Rama have their own love play in Chitrakuta mountain. Yesterday we saw that Ramayana romance, in which a shloka comes, a very interesting shloka. Vaidehi ramase kachit Chitrakute maya sahe Pashyanti vividhan bhavan Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan. O Vaidehi, Ramase Kachit. How to translate it? Ramase. Are you happy? Are you happy? Ramase Kachit in this Chitrakuta with me. Ramase Kachit Chitrakute Maya Sahe. Pashyanti Vividhan Bhavan. Seeing various bhavas. Again, translation becomes difficult. Seeing various bhavas. And the adjective of these bhavas, Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan. These bhavas are calming our body, mind, and word. Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan. It's a very interesting expression. Shringara Rasa is taken to be a rasa which can kindle our bhavas. Even the etymological meaning of Shringaram is that Shringam Richatiti Shringaram, that which takes to the peak, that which takes our emotions to the peak. That is Shringaram. Being in that Shringara Rasa, Rama says to Sita, is this Shringara Rasa calming your mind? Very interesting. How can Shringara Rasa calm the mind? Shantarasa can calm the mind. How can Shringara Rasa calm the mind? Shringara Rasa kindles the emotions. Shringara Rasa can calm the mind. It depends on whose Shringara. Okay, if it is a Shringara of great souls, if two great souls are loving each other, cherishing each other, if that love is selfless, and if that love has caring, sharing, and empathy, empathizing, and if that love is free of ego, if that love is in the form of service, then there even that love play can take us to Shantarasa. That's a very interesting thing. That is why Rama says, Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan. O Sita, are you enjoying this Shringara Bhava, which is calming the mind, word, and body? Mano Vakkaya Sanyatan. So Shringara can calm the mind. So Madhurya has Shantabhava, or Shringara Rasa has Shantarasa in it. That Shringara Rasa is the best Shringara Rasa which can take us to Shantarasa. That's an idea. But it should have Tatsukha Sukhitvam, as we saw yesterday. Madhurya Bhava, Tatsukha Sukhitvam. Rama is caring for Sita, Rama is taking care of Sita. And Sita wants to come with Rama because she doesn't want to leave him in adversity, disaster. Rama compels Sita to stay in Ayodhya because Rama doesn't want to see Sita suffering in the forest. This is called as Tatsukha Sukhitvam. This is the true love, this is the true devotion, whatever you may call, bhakti or okay. So this kind of Tatsukha Sukhitvam makes the couple to calm the mind. Okay. And even in Viyoga also, in the separation of Rama and Sita, in Bhagavatam, after Krishna's departure from the world, in the first book, Pratamaskanda, Arjuna cries a lot, a very long chapter, having some 45 to 50 shlokas, verses. He's going on talking about how Krishna's grace, his life was filled with Krishna's grace. And he is missing Krishna. He cries, 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 and cries. He becomes very tired by crying. Finally, a shloka comes. When he drops that crying, finally, this is a long cry. Shanta Seet Vimala Matihi. Mind has become very peaceful. It's a paradox. After a long lament, Arjuna felt his mind is peaceful. Okay. Shanta is not only peaceful, pure. Shanta Seet Vimala Matihi. With that pure and peaceful mind, he went for Mahanirvana. He went for, with Yudhishthira and other Pandavas, he started to walk to Himalayas. Okay. So, here you see how love in separation can help also to take one to peace. This can happen if it is the love of Krishna, if it is the love of Rama, if it is the love of some Mahapurusha. Okay. It's because in that Mahapurusha's love you have selflessness, those virtues you are thinking about, you are missing that great soul. With that, your heart is becoming pure. Sita says to Rama, Shuddhatmanu prema bhavaddi bhavishyami vikalmasha. Please take me to the forest. I will not paduttify you. I will not trouble you, okay? I will not trouble you in the forest. And then, I don't have any flaw, she says. I don't have any blemish. Take me to the forest. If at all, even if I have flaw, it will get eliminated. I will become blemishless. Bhavishyami vikalmasha. I will become blemishless. It's because prema bhavat. Due to the prema bhava which I have to you. Why? In what way you are great? Shuddhatmanu. The pure soul. Shuddhatmanu prema bhavadhi bhavishyami vikalmasha. Bhartaram anugachanti bhartahi mama deivatam. You are pure soul. I reflect you through my prema bhava. By that, I will become blemishless. This is what Sita says. So, this prema bhava leads to purity of heart. In separation also, missing that great Rama, when one cries, his heart becomes pure. regarding we see this with Bharata, we see this with Dasaratha. Like art of living, we also should learn art of dying. Okay, in Bhagavad Gita, the art of dying is prescribed. Withdrawal. Tadyached Jnanamatmani Mahati Niyached Tadyached Shanta Atmani. Katha Upanishad says, Yama talks about it. In fact, the very word Yama means that. Yama means withdrawal. Okay. All these senses are controlled. Even for a yogin, senses are controlled. But he is still living. But very great kinds of yogis, when they want, they can give up their life. Life or death, they are under their hands. Therefore, when they plan to die, they sit in meditation, they control all chitta vrittis, they switch off. All this chitta vritti nirodha happens in a literal sense. In this way, they give up their body. And it is also told in Bhakti Shastras that it happens to Bhaktas also, which is called as Arthi Prapatti. Arthi Prapatti, we see with very great souls like Manavala Mamunihal or Natha Munihal, a very great man. Once two hunters and a woman huntress and also a monkey, they came and stood outside the house of Natha Munihal and asked, Swamihal irkrara? Natha Munihal's Devi said, Natha Munihal's wife said, he is not there. They went. Natha Munihal came. She said, two hunters and one huntress with a monkey came to see you. Then Natha Munihal understood. This is a call from Rama. Okay. Two hunters with bow. They are Rama and Lakshmana, and the monkey is Hanuman. That woman is Sita. So I am now already very old. I have to leave my body. And immediately he surrenders to Rama and leaves his body. That is why it is told. This kind of death is there. This is a yogic way of death or bhakti way of death. In Bhakti Shastra, it is called as Arthi Prapatti. Valmiki describes Dasaratha's death like that. Slowly, one by one, the senses are getting withdrawn just due to the remembrance of Rama. Due to the constant remembrance of Rama, consistent remembrance of Rama. Okay, one by one, the senses are withdrawn. By the complete withdrawal, finally, he attains Sri Rama. In the heights of separation, the great bhaktas, they give up their body also. That is there. At the same time, even in the heights of separation, they hold their body. Due to their willpower. Okay. Rama suffers in the separation of Sita. In Sundarakandam, Hanuman sees Sita Devi. On seeing her greatness, Hanuman says, Dushkaram Kritavan Ramaha. Rama is doing an undoable job. Dushkaram Kritavan Ramaha. Hino yadanaya prabhu dharayati atmano deham. He is still holding his life, missing Sita. Next statement, Nashokena avasidati. Through this misery, avasadana. Through this misery, he is not getting weakened. Please observe these words. Two words are there, misery and weakness. Through this misery, he is not getting weakened. To me, these two words are very important words, misery, weakness. Later Ramayana writers, as we see in Ramcharitamanas or Adhyatma Ramayana, they simply say, okay, Rama is Parabrahman, therefore no misery can touch him Rama is free of miseries, agonies. And all these things are just a drama. Rama means drama. Okay, Rama just enacts misery. This is how they say. This is just an enaction. Adhyatma Ramayana starts with this chapter, this kind of chapter. The whole Ramayana is just a drama where Rama doesn't have any passion or emotion, no misery, no joy. That's how it starts. Okay. But this Valmiki's Rama is something different. His misery or his joy, all these things are true. Okay. Nowhere Valmiki says that it is just an enaction. Okay. Rama is missing Sita means Rama misses Sita to Valmiki. Truly Rama misses Sita. Neither Sita is a Maya Sita. Okay. Sita means Sita to Valmiki. Rama means. Later, several theology got developed, and the ancient story Ramayana should fit into this theology. Therefore, they are trying so many things through which we may lose the beauty of the epic, the original epic. We can't compromise Ramayana for these guys' theology. That is my feeling. Okay. Ramayana predates all these things. And Ramayana has its own beauty which can guide us in our life. Valmiki never says that Rama's misery is just an inaction. No. Rama suffers. Rama's suffering is true. Then how can you say Rama as an avatar? If he suffers, how God can get afflicted, how God can suffer, or leave God? We accept Rama as a jnani. Rama has jnana, Rama has Atma Jnana, then how can he suffer? Valmiki proclaims him to be a jnani. Among the 16 questions, that is one question. Atmavan kaha. So, in so many places, Valmiki describes Rama as a jnani. Then, how it is possible? How can Rama miss Sita and roams in the forest like a madman in search of Sita? How this is possible for a jnani? Here, in Valmiki's Ramayana, a very subtle thing is expressed. Hanuman is telling this. Na shokena, shokena va dukena va pa. Shokena va. Na shokena avasidati. Shoka is there, avasadana is not there. Misery is there, but through that misery he is not getting weakened. In any amount of misery in Rama, you will thoroughly understand that he is balanced. Yesterday you were telling. Okay. He may be in the heights of misery, but we feel, the readers can feel, readers of Ramayana can feel, even in Aranyakanta, where he goes to the heights of misery in separation of Sita, a reader can understand that Rama is in his balance. He doesn't lose his balance. This kind of feeling can come to us. That is what is expressed by Hanuman here. And in fact, the shloka is to glorify Rama. It's not to find fault with Rama. Oh, Sita is such a great lady. Missing her. How Rama is continuing to live. Hanuman is asking. Peripherally, we may understand it as Hanuman glorifies Sita and puts down Rama. Definitely Hanuman glorifies Sita, but he is not putting down Rama, he glorifies Rama too. Even after missing Sita and even experiencing the misery, okay, in its heights, he is not getting weakened. Na shokena avasidati. If you go through the epic, immediately after a few shlokas of Dushkaram Kritavan Ramaha, another shloka comes where the same state is described for Sita too. It's a great wonder. The same kind of shloka comes for Sita too. Na atyartam kshubhyate devi gangeva jaladagame. Okay. Sita is in disaster, Sita is crying, Sita is missing Rama like anything. In that context, Valmiki says, na atyartam kshubhyate. That kind of mastery you can see with Sita Devi also, with Ramachandra. That is the jnana part of Rama. The Jnanam doesn't mean katta matta and arthan. It is not a dry wood or what to say, rock. Jnana is not just a rock. Okay. So, such, Rama is a jnani. Rama has that jnanam. Ramasya viditatmanaha. We have several pramanas for that. But still, in his suffering, if he doesn't suffer without Sita, then he will become nandri kettavan, gratitudeless. Okay. He suffers, but that suffering doesn't weaken him. Sita's suffering also doesn't weaken her. This is very important. So, these elements are of Shantabhava in separation. Okay. For that, I am highlighting this. Coming to another very important thing. Swami Vivekananda says, among the various forms of worship of God, worshipping God as consciousness, taking Bhagavan as one's own consciousness is the greatest form of worship, which, to my knowledge, which is very little, this Hindu Dharma alone has. Buddhism and Jainism don't have God at all. Materialism doesn't have consciousness at all. Okay, a separate consciousness distinct from matter, they don't have. And this kind of seeing God as consciousness or consciousness as God, seeing divine as consciousness, is a very unique feature of Hindu Dharma. Atmetyevatu upagachanti grahayanti cha. Brahma Sutra says, Brahman is seen as Atman. This is a very, very important dimension of Vedanta. It's not just a dimension, it is a core of Vedanta. Brahman is seen as Atman. How these rishis are seeing Ramachandra, we have to recollect. In Dandakaranya, they see Rama as their Atman, their own self. Wherever Rama goes, can be Sutikshna or Sharabanga or Agastya Maharshi. Why they show such a reverence to Rama? They are not talking aloud, as we find in Adhyatma Ramayana or Ramcharitamanas. They don't say, oh Rama, you are Narayana, you are Parabrahman, those things they don't say. But the way in which they treat Rama, okay, Pranjalir Vakyam Abravit, Tataha Pranjalayaha Sarve, the way in which they treat Rama, a Shishya, Rama comes and stands in Agastya Ashrama and asks Lakshmana to inform. A small boy, some Patashala boy is standing. Lakshmana goes and informs, this is Ramachandra from Ayodhya, he is a son of Dasaratha. He has come to have darshan of Agastya Maharshi. Please inform him. This boy enters into this ashrama and says the same to Agastya Maharshi. Agastya Maharshi was surprised and shocked. Sanchachala asana turnam. He got shaken. He couldn't sit there. Why are you not bringing him here? Why did you make him to wait there? Agastya cries and he rushes towards Rama. On seeing Agastya rushing, all other disciples are rushing. Ardhavartita mantram, ardhavirata swadhyaya brahmonchita, mukta havanadityati sarvakriyam. This is how Ramabhadra Dishidhar beautifully describes this. All rishis are giving up their sadhanas and rush towards Ramachandra, considering him to be the fulfillment of their sadhanas. Why all these things happen to Ram? Because they understand Rama as their Atman. Valmiki brings this. Divya Jnanopapannaste Ramam Drishta Maharshayaha Abhyagachan Tada Pritaha Vaidehim Cha Yashashvinim. They see Rama with their Divya Jnana, says Valmiki. What is this Divya Jnana? This Rama is their Antaryamin. Rami Ramadhasa Swami Prakatale Antaryami. ध्यान लागले, ध्यान लागले, ध्यान लागले रामांचे, दुख हरळे जन्मांचे. So when you see Rama as Atman, as soon as you see Rama as Atman, you also understand him to be all pervasive. Okay. Since Atman is infinite, Dasaratha talks about this to Lakshmana. Etaduttaram avyaktam aksharam brahma samnitam devanam hridayam saumya guhyam ramaha parantapaha. Dasaratha says this to Lakshmana in Yuddhakanda of Valmiki's Ramayana. So after the destruction of Ravana, Dasaratha from heaven he comes to see Rama. He says to Lakshmana, your brother is not an ordinary person to whom you serve. He is etaduttaram avyaktam. He is the unmanifest, aksharam, immutable, brahma, brahman, sammitam, in which the whole universe is knit, well knit. And he is the heart of all devas, devanam hridayam, and secret. Devanam hridayam saumya guhyam ramaha parantapaha. That is this Rama. Okay. So we need to see Rama in that way. This is Shantabhava. And then what happens? You also start to see Rama everywhere, which is explained by Brahmadeva. Brahma is extolling Rama. There he says, Drishyase sarvabhuteshu brahmaneshu cha goshu cha dikshu sarvasu gagane parvateshu vaneshu cha sahasracharanaha sriman shatajihvaha maharshabha. That is how he says. You are visible everywhere, in the animals, in the birds, in the creepers, in the trees, in all directions, everywhere. Siya Ram Maya Sab Jag Jani Karavu Pranam Jori Juga Pani. Tulsidas says. Valmiki says, Drishyase Sarvabhuteshu Goshuche Dikshu Sarvasu Gagane. You are everywhere, O Rama. And you are the self. And you are both Jivatman and Paramatman. Purushaha Purushottamaha. And today morning we listened. Sharanyam Sharanam Chattva Mahur Divyaha Maharshayaha. You are the Upaya and Upeya. You are the mean and the end. This is how Brahma is extolling Rama. That is the Brahma. This is the Shantabhava of Sri Ramachandra. Interestingly, the Jnanam, the Atma Jnanam about which Dasaratha is talking and Brahmadeva is talking, about this Atma Jnanam, all the so-called villains' wives they have in Ramayana. Ravana's wife, Vali's wife. While they see Rama, they see with Shantabhava. That's very interesting. And Vali is dead. Vali is lying on the ground. Tara is crying. Rama is seeing Tara. Standing far away, seeing Tara. After making Rama to kill Vali, Sugriva starts to lament. Oh, I lost my wonderful brother. And just for the sake of kingdom, I made, O Rama, you to kill my brother. All these things he cries. Sometimes Rama is very interesting. Rama never responds to Sugriva at all. He is just standing as a statue. Not even a single word he talks here to Sugriva. He never responds. Who is crying, coming to Rama? Sugriva. Rama is just standing. And then what happens? Not in proximity, far away, Tara is crying, hugging the body of Vali. On seeing Tara, Rama voluntarily goes to Tara and stands nearby Tara. On seeing this, the women around Tara, they understood that Rama wants to talk to Tara. Therefore, they were lifting Tara. They are telling, Rama has come to see you. Rama has come to see you. Tara turns her face and sees. Those are beautiful shlokas. Adrishta Purva Purusha Pradhanam Ayam Sakakusthaha Iti Prajagne. She saw Rama. Adrishta Purva Purusha Pradhanam. She has never seen such a kind of person anywhere in the world. He's just standing. He is unique. In what way? Does he have Chaturbhuja or Shadanana, six faces or four hands? He is very normal. Only with two hands and two legs. He is standing with one bow. That's all. But he is Adrishta Purva. He is Adrishta Purva. In what way he is Adrishta Purva? Why he is called as Purusha Pradhana? This Purusha Pradhana is not just best among the men. No, I don't think so. This Purusha is Vedantic Purusha. Puri Shete iti Purushaha. Purishayam Purushamikshate says Samaveda. Yajurveda says Purvamevaha Mihasamiti. I am the Bhagavan is the source of all the sources of universe. Okay. Sankhyas talk about Prakriti as source. Mimamsakas talk about karma as source. Philosophers talk about various sources, and Bhagavan is source of sources. Therefore, he is called as Purusha. And he is Chetana. Therefore, he is called as Purusha. Purusha Pradhanam. Recognizing him as Ramachandra, Tara extols Rama. How she extols? While extolling, she gives various shlokas. One among these shlokas is this: Manushya deha bhyudayam vihaya divyena deha bhyudayena yuktaha. Even your body is not mortal. Okay. Chaitanyatsa khaba panduranga. Sant Tukaram says, your body is not mortal. Your body is divine. Your features are divine. And even though you are in the mortal world, you are not mortal. Loke lokottarair gunaihi. In this loka, you have lokottara gunas. This is how Tara extols. Tara see Ramachandra as that divine, that pure consciousness. This is Shantabhava. Well, Mandodari sees Rama, she clearly says, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi Paramatman Sanatanaha Anadi Madhya Nidhanaha Mahataha Paramo Mahanige Tamasaf Paramo Dhata Shankha Chakra Gadadaraha Sri Vatsavakshaha Nityasrihi Ajayaha Shaswato Dhruvaha. It is well known that this is Mahayogi. He is a great yoga master. What is this yoga master? He knows 120 asanas and several pranayamas. Mandodari is not talking in that sense. Here Mandodari talks about the Aishwara yoga. Okay. Pasyame yogam Aishwaram. Yoga power of the Lord through which he is creating, he is sustaining, he is destroying. Vyaktamesha Mahayogi. It is clear that this Rama is Mahayogin. And Paramatman. Paramatma, eternal. Sanatanaha. Anadi Madhya Nidanaha, beginningless and endless. Anadi Madhya Nidanaha. Mahataha Paramaha, he is beyond the Mahatattva. And Tamas of Paramodhata, he is also beyond Tamas. What is this tamas? Not tamo guna, not just darkness. Beyond Mahatattva, there is avyakta prakriti. That is called as tamas. Nammalvar is experiencing the unmanifest nature in Tiruvayumozhi, a great pasuram. Okay. Beyond that unmanifest nature, he sees, Nammalvar is seeing this Vaikuntha experience. Okay. He is not separately going to some world from his place for this Vaikuntha experience. He is sitting in that Puliyamaram. Puliyamaram in English? Tamarind. Okay. Tamarind tree. Sitting there in meditation, he directly goes to Vaikuntha. The experience about which he is singing, Nammalvar is singing, where he says, beyond that par, even now we use the word par in Tamil, para poch. Par means avyakta prakriti. Okay. And beyond that avyakta prakriti, there is that, he calls it as arul.
சூழ்ந்தகன்றாழ்ந்துயர்ந்த முடிவில் பெரும் பாழேயோ, சூழ்ந்ததனில் பெரிய நன்மலர் சோதியோ, சூழ்ந்ததனில் பெரிய சுடர்ஞான இன்பமேயோ, சூழ்ந்ததனில் பெரிய என் நவாவரச் சூழ்ந்தாயே.
Okay. He is talking about that gradation. The Kathopanishad we see. Avyaktat Indriyebhyah parahirtaha artebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhihi buddhera atma mahan paraha mahatah param avyaktam avyaktat purushah paraha purushanna parakinchit sa kashta sa paragatihi. Those verses of Kathopanishad we saw in Tamil here, in Alvar's Pasuram. So Kunta means narrowness. Vigata Kunta is Vaikuntha. That is the expansion. Which in Vishishtadvaita Siddhantam, this expansion is very important for information. Expansion is very important. Dharma Bhuta Jnanam, they say. Okay. This Vaikuntham, Nammalvar is talking about the Vaikuntham. Same Vaikuntha experience Mandodari is talking here. Mahatah param avyaktam avyaktat purusha Mahatah paramo mahan tamasah paramo dhata shankachakra gadadaraha. That Bhagavan Shankachakra Gadadhara manifested himself, descent in this mortal world. That is this Ramachandra with his bow and arrow. This is how Mandodari sees Rama. These are all Shanta Bhaktas. Who are Shanta Bhaktas? Sarabanga, Sutishna, Tara and Mandodari. The Sabari, okay, they are Shanta Bhaktas. How are you? Rama is asking Shabari, has your tapasya got fulfilled? Well, Rama is asking, I don't know when it will get fulfilled. Shabari is not blinking her eyes. She clearly says, Adya prapta tapassiddhihi tava sandarshanan maya adya me sapalam tattam guravascha supujitaha adya me sapalam janme Swargaschaiva bhavishyati toyi deva vare Rama pujite purusharshapha. On seeing you, oh my Rama, my tapasya has got fulfilled. And how the chapter ends? Yatra te sukruta atmanaha viharanti maharshayah tat punyam shabari sthanam jagame Atma Samadhina. Shabari is in the deep meditation and she goes to, in Tamil there is an expression, Acharyan Tiruvadigalai Adaindal. If he is a Shiva Bhakta, then they say he goes to Shiva Loka, Vishnu Bhakta, Vishnu Loka. She is a Guru Bhakta, therefore Valmiki says, the place in which her gurus are sporting, Viharanti Maharshayah. Where they are sporting? Mundakopanishad says, Atma Kridaha, Atma Ratihi, Kriyavan, Yayesha Brahmavidam Varishtaha. So this is called as Atma Krida, Vedanta Krida, in which rishis are always there. So Shabari also goes to that Atma Krida. Okay. Viharanti Maharshayah Tatpunyam Shabari Sthanam Jagame. By what she went to that Atma Krida? through Atma Samadhi. Jagama Atma Samadhina. This Atma Samadhi, which she got from the blessings of Sri Ramachandra. Chakshusha tava saumyene bhutasmira gunandana. With your benevolent glance, O Rama, I am purified, she says. So, with this Shabari Moksha, let us conclude this conference. Because this is Shantabhava. Sri Ramayana is filled with such a kind of Shantabhava everywhere. So, maybe also, there can be several sadhanas. All sadhanas are there only to calm the mind. Bhagavatam says, Sarve manonigraha lakshanantaha parohi yogaha manasas samadhihi. Therefore, all sadhanas are there only to calm the mind, only to purify the mind. So, all bhavas are there. Through all these bhavas, we revert to Shanta Bhava. That is very important. So, with Shanta Bhava, let us conclude.